All right, so we're back today with 3 power banks that we're going to check out from different price levels, $25, $120, and $220. Tell you what we think and give each a rating. All right, so first we're going to start with the Trozk, T-R-O-Z-K, Trozk. You know how to pronounce that?
Nope.
This is the Trozk revolver. Now these have all been on the revolver. Yes, wow. These have all been unboxed, but I will show you what you get with the Trozk. You know, tiny kind of cheap little USB-C cord, a lanyard thing, which I don't typically use for my everyday carry battery power bank type chargers. This one is pretty unique, and I wanted to check this out because Trozk is doing something. This is what you wouldn't know about yet, right? So when you think of a power bank, what do you think a power bank looks like?
Like a thin thing to put in your pocket.
Okay. But is
portable charger?
Square, rectangle?
Rectangle, yeah. It's like all the same.
Pretty generic looking. Trozk is taking a very different approach. They're doing a lot of really kind of cool design. Retro, this one is called Punk Power. So they're doing, something this is meant to look like a revolver. Meant to look like the turning of a revolver. Doesn't light up or anything, although it looks like it might with the yellow. They have quite a few of these type of products. They actually have a really cool looking MagSafe power bank that goes on your phones that looks like a floppy drive or hard disk that you've never even seen before. So you wouldn't even know what that means, but if some of you watching will know what that means. But I tested this out, USB-C, one USB-C point. So you can't charge multiple things with this. It's only got one. And you can actually spin it when something is plugged in. Here, you take a look at that while you can tell us a little bit about what you think of it. I'll give you some of the key details of it.
So it's nice. I think it's cool. It's made out of a nice material. It's not like junky plastic. How much was this?
This was $25 when I bought it. Usually about $40. I think it was on sale.
That's pretty good. Even $40 is fine. Yeah. It depends, like how fast is it? I don't know all the specs of anything yet.
But that means that the higher the milliamp, the more charge you get out of it, right? Okay. This is not enough to do much with your laptop. This is great for your phones, your AirPods. Okay. But it's
also not that big, so it makes sense.
The one we're going to do at the end is more for laptops and higher power equipment. But for the price, now the thing about it I would say is it's different. It's kind of cool. This is for somebody who wants to show off something that looks a little bit different, right? It's got a different look. It's an everyday carry, or I'm teaching him a little bit about EDC. EDC, everyday carry. We're going to do some videos on some EDC gear. This is a unique EDC. Okay. So I think that's what you're paying for more than the charging capability.
Right. But I think what's there, it's a little bit gimmicky, but I think they're going for that, but it's also high quality, so it can...
Exactly. If this was junk, my rating would be terrible, but it is high quality. It does work really well. Again, on a phone.
Yeah, when I first saw it, I thought I was going to pick up a cheap plastic type of thing.
I did too. My expectations were pretty low. So I was impressed by this, and it works pretty well for what it is. Again, for the price.
What are all of these?
I think they're meant to look like bullets in the barrel of a revolver. It's just for design. There's nothing going on there.
I didn't know if stuff like people of the internet can...
Well, now you're in their living room because you've got too far.
You can see. Look, hold on. What? Wait, guys, wait till you see that. Hold on.
Yes.
Wow.
Well, this is what you get when you make videos.
Use our link.
Yeah. 5,000 milliamp hour battery. So you were asking a little bit about the difference. 5,000, not a lot, but for $25-ish, what you'd expect. Again,
if it's good enough for the phone, then it's
phone, AirPods, things like that, not your laptop.
Not your laptop.
All right. So leaf blower and all, I'm going to give this. For me, this is going to be a 7 out of 10, and it's all about the way it looks. It literally is, retro-ish punk, steampunk looking, and it's a fidget spinner. We're going to have a fidget spinner video coming up that he doesn't know much about yet, but this is legitimately a power bank fidget spinner.
Wow.
So 7 out of 10 for me.
I'd give it an 8.
You like the design.
I think the design's cool
too. Yeah.
And it's nice, and it's just going to be just as powerful as one would get from the store, like kids my age. Like we're not going to be walking around.
They're probably going to spend that price. It's a good price for a 20-year-old in college buying something, and it's cool and it's different. Right. Stands out like that. And again, I would definitely recommend it.
Yeah, I'm kind of shocked by the quality.
I'm shocked by the quality.
Because when we got usually these things would be like $100 if it was made. It feels like something that would be about $100.
And not from a company I know a lot about, but I'm actually pretty stunned by the quality. Yeah. You can't tell from our video probably, but this is heavy and solid. Yeah. And really impressed. So links in the description down below if you're interested in that one. So the next one we've got is the Anker. This is their 165 watt, 25,000.
Okay.
So the last one was 5,000. This is 25,000.
So this is like laptops, if you want. Like
yeah, this is pretty much everything. A laptop's not for a long time, but enough to keep you going for a little bit. This is my everyday carry. This is the one I use every single day. This is with me in my backpack. This is probably, my favorite power bank right now. $120 though. Okay. So this is a much more expensive power bank. But I'm gonna go through some of the key features. Again, 25,000 milliamp hours. You have USB-C here, which is to charge it and to power out. You have a regular USB out here as well. There is a button on the side. I'll show you the reason for the button, which is a little unique in a minute. But one of the coolest features is the wrist strap, which I said for the other one, I don't usually use the wrist strap. I've never used this as a wrist strap, but I guess you could.
Okay.
Is a USB-C.
That's interesting.
So it's built right in. It's right there. I can very quickly just go right to my device with, the built-in cord, which I think is great, and it's a huge help. But in addition to that, what really does also make this one stand out is it has the retractable.
Okay.
So a second USB-C built in. So you've got two, and this one is much longer.
And you can charge two at once with it?
Charge two at once. So actually you could charge up to 4.
Okay.
I don't know that I would.
All right.
Because you drain it pretty quick, but you could. I have charged up, used both USB-Cs before though, and it's been great. I love the retractable. I really want more gear to go with retractable and built in so that I don't have to have a separate USB-C cord to go somewhere. A lot more devices are coming like this. And for a $120 price, this is solid. Now, the power button is not to turn it on and off, but it is to show, as you can see on the LCD on the screen there, it does show the available power. So it's a really cool way to say, all right, I picked this up for the day. How much do I have left? It says 99%. I know I don't have to charge this.
And where do you charge it from on it?
Charge it from the USB-C here. So you do need to plug this one in. I don't believe these charge it.
Okay.
Be a good test. I might have to test that, but I don't know if they do. I think this is the only one that's in power in.
Okay.
See how it says in and out?
Yeah, okay, so it definitely is that.
Yeah. I use it every day. So this for me is probably a 9 out of 10. I really haven't found much fault with this yet. The one negative would be, and I'm going to give it to you in a second for your quick review. For me, the one negative is just the size and the weight. So when this is in my backpack, I know it's in my backpack.
Yeah.
This is a heavy thing. So here you go. You can check that out. You feel the weight right away.
It's nice. Like I think I'd rather it be functional because sometimes you got to pick. Like that last one we used was kind of to be cool. This one's to be functional. Like you're not trying to look cool with this one.
No.
But you're
I
trying
don't
to
look cool with that one.
You don't look cool with any of them.
Thanks. He's my son, if I didn't mention that before.
So I think that in the grand scheme of things, if you're looking for function, this is going to be a 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
I think for what it is, it's a 9 out of 10. I don't think anybody from Anker is trying to say like we have the coolest looking portable charger in the game.
No. They don't do that, but they quality.
Right.
They're definitely quality Anker.
I think for what it is, it's a 9 out of 10. And I think it's a lot different than the last one we did because the last one is less about trying to be the best portable charger and more about being a cool gadget. Yeah, so I think for what it is, this is a 9 out of 10.
So I will just say, highly recommend if you're looking for a charger for every day or just to have at your desk with 2 USB-Cs built in plus the ability to charge 2 more spots. Highly recommended. Right now about $120. I have a link down below. Prices do change though on the Ankers all the time. There's usually sales and things like that.
I'd get it.
Definitely recommend that one. We got one more today. So this is the Anker as well, but this is the biggest one of the portables.
Whoa.
Yeah, I wanted to mention real quick, by the way, this one comes with this little carry bag. There is a carry bag with this one.
Okay.
I lost it. Don't know where it is. This is my everyday one. I don't know where the carry bag is. So they do have a carry bag for that one as well. So this is it. This comes with another nice carry bag. This is 27.5, I believe, 27,500. And this is $220, but there is an extra part to this, which is right here. So I'm gonna show you, I don't know if you've seen this before. This is the base. The base stays plugged in all the time. So I plug this in where I have my charging material, and this sits on the top and charges on the base. So when I'm ready, I just take this off and this is ready to be used. So this typically stays in the house.
Okay.
And the reason is you're gonna see, and he'll test it out, the size. The size and the weight, I don't really want to carry this around. If I was traveling and I wanted just one power bank, maybe I would take this. But the thing I do love about this one is the base. So I don't need to have any wires to charge it. So it sits on the base to charge. This one does not have any built-in USB-C. Regular USB, 2 USB-C charging ports. Same thing with the button, tells you the available percentage, and it will also, once it's plugged in, show you how many watts it's using for items. This one will charge my Mac with no problem.
So it's more powerful and it charges through its own type of system.
The negative is it doesn't have it's double the price, but that's partially because of the swappable station. Right. So let's think about it this way. If you have the base, you don't have to buy another one with the base. You can buy just one of these. You'll have the base already. So this comes as a set for $220. You can then just buy a second one. So think about what you could do.
So how much does that cost?
This is about $180 just for this.
Okay.
But what I've seen, and I think some people would do, is they would leave one on their base all the time, charging, take one off for a few days, other one's ready to go, put this one right back, you're never down. Yeah. That's a lot of money. That's not the 20-year-old college student money, right? This is high end, but I want you to check it out. Now I'm gonna give this one, I give this one a 7 out of 10. Quality's outstanding, charging ability's outstanding. It's the heaviness, it's the weight. It's just
heavier?
Yeah.
In my opinion, I feel like this is also gonna be about a 7. I think that it's pretty much only better than this one if you're going to buy a bunch of them, like you just said. So if you're gonna have 2, if you're only gonna have one, like, okay, like it charges on this, but this, like, everyone has some cords laying around that they could charge this with. So, I mean, pretty much everything you buy, like, we've opened packages the last couple of videos, you already have like 4 more USB-Cs that we could charge this with. Yeah. This, you're pretty much paying for the convenience of just not having to do something that you already have access to. And then you're going to have to buy a bunch more for it to like really have that like system that makes it better. So I think if you have the extra money laying around to buy $300 worth of portable chargers, which, I don't think everyone does.
But if you do, and you want what is kind of the premier one, this is it. And for the ability to charge a laptop and a cell phone and AirPods, probably, all at once, this can do it. Yeah. So that's what you're paying for. But you're also paying for, in this kind of ecosystem of these ports, is the ability to swap them out.
I think if I owned a big company and then I was at our office building or something like that, this would be something I would buy. I just don't know if I would buy this as just having a couple for myself. Like,
would you carry that one around your backpack?
I don't. So that's the thing. Like, I think this would be something that would be good for family or like a
at company. The house, at the office.
Whereas this is definitely, which I think that's what I doubt that they were going for this to be as portable as this one. Yeah. Still good though. I mean, it's not necessarily a negative.
No, there's really no negatives other than if you don't want the size. Right. And I did want to mention one last thing on the base. See if you can see the base. You actually can have a USB and 2 USB-Cs plugged into the base. Okay. So when you talked about leaving this at home.
And do you have to charge the base?
No, well, you just leave the base plugged in.
Oh, okay.
So let's say on your desk, and I have this where my charging station is, this stays plugged in, you could plug other things into this. Okay. So it could be, this could be charging plus up to 3 other things. So you could use this alone as a charging station. Okay. So that's a little bit of a benefit, an added benefit.
Yeah, I'm going to keep it at a 7. So.
All right. I do think that's a cool benefit to it though, where this really wouldn't work as well for that. This could be a charging base available all the time on your desk or at a station. Those are our 3. The Trozk at $25 to $40, which is kind of the retro cool e-punk, as they call it, item. My everyday carry, my number 1, which is the Anker, with the 2 USB-C cords and the real expensive kind of flagship here with the magnetic base. Those are our 3 today. Links are down below if you like any of those. Not sponsored, anything like that.
Not yet.
Not yet. He says that in every video, right? One of these maybe will come along. But we do get a small commission, which will help us, hopefully make more videos, more things come out. So that's it. Can still hear it. They're still going.
So I think now they're moving on to hold on, they stopped. Hold on.
They did stop.
So
as the video's over.
They were like, they're done.
Their video's over.
Done.
We're done. All right.
They're done.
Good. Glad that's the sound's over.
We're moving.
Now that we're done. Bye.
Yeah, we're done.